Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be a brand review of the skincare brand at Target called Versed. I've had my eyes on this brand since it launched. It launched earlier this year, and I just could not wait to get my hands on some products. I did, full disclosure, this video is not sponsored, but they did send me the majority of these products. I did pick up the Skin Soak Moisturizer first, fell in love with it, and Versed was so kind and sent me out some additional products. So I've been testing these out since maybe early December, and I've just been so happy with my results and just the affordable prices, the active ingredients. This is a brand that I know for me, I've been waiting for all my life. No, that's a little dramatic, but I really feel like the drugstore has been missing cruelty-free skincare that is fragrance-free with active ingredients, active ingredients that are science-backed, just skincare that works, short ingredient lists. I am just so pumped about this brand, and I want to pick up more products. I do have 5 in front of me to tell you guys about today. I'll do a brand review. I'll talk about the other products that are available, but yeah, I've just been testing out these 5. But out of the bunch, I've definitely found maybe 2 or 3 definite favorites that are going to be sticking around in my skincare routine. I'm so excited about this. So why don't we go ahead and just jump right into it. So I just love Verst's whole motto and vibe. They, like I said in the beginning, they focus on just good performing ingredients, not hyped up things like, I don't know, like blueberry extract, glitter masks, stuff that is completely unnecessary in our skincare products. Just the good, efficacious ingredients, which I really appreciate. So they have this huge list of what's not included in their products as well. So there's no artificial fragrances, no artificial colors, parabens, sulfates, no added phthalates, silicones, formaldehyde, no petroleum, no mineral oil, no talc. The list just goes on and on. So I really appreciate, I myself am not completely against almost more than 75% of this list. I'm all about the evidence-based research. Being a nurse, my nurse brain, I feel like I want the stuff that works, but there's people out there that are against these ingredients and don't want them in their skincare. Looking at all their Inky lists, I'm super impressed. Like I said in the beginning, super short, non-irritating ingredients. Any ingredient could be an irritant, we know that, but just the good stuff, just the good, efficacious ingredients. All right, so the first product, this is the product that is now a staple in my skincare routine, and I will definitely repurchase this. I cannot get enough of this. But this is the Versed Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. This has squalene and red algae extract in it. This is just the perfect daytime moisturizer for me because it just packs in the moisture and it's still lightweight at the same time. I love a rich moisturizer, and I like something that's occlusive but not super heavy for during the day. At nighttime, I think I told you guys about the new Milk Moisturizer. I love that because it's really heavy duty. This is still like luxe and rich. It has this really rich texture, but it somehow feels light and airy, and it gives such a pretty dew to the skin. And the name is just perfect for this, the Skin Soak Moisturizer, because it really literally like soaks your skin in moisture, and it relieves instant dryness, instant tightness. Every morning when I wake up, especially now with the winter air and the heat on in my house, my skin just feels so dry in the morning. But I put this on in the morning and my skin feels instantly bouncy and supple and refreshed. I just love it so much. It's great underneath makeup. It doesn't pill or flake. Such a great moisturizer. It has this red algae extract in here. There's a ton of awesome research out there on marine algae in skincare. They actually act as great emollients, also humectants, just really great skin conditioning agents. It's something Dr. Dre talks about a lot, and I feel like she doesn't approve a lot of skincare ingredients. We all know that. So yeah, a lot of science behind that, and I don't know, I liked seeing that in there as well. There's a ton of skincare brands that base their motto, their whole just stance is behind this algae in skincare. I think Alginus, and what's the other one? I know La Mer is another big one that, touts the fact that they have this algae in their skincare. And we all know those brands are super pricey and expensive. So I appreciate that's in this affordable brand. So I love seeing that, and yeah, it's just a great moisturizer. I just love the moisturization, the hydration I get from it. It just packs in the hydration. All right, then next up, let's talk about this facial peel that they have. This is the Shortcut Overnight Facial Peel. So I have to say, when I read the details on this product, I was a little confused by it because the directions say to smooth a thin layer on a clean, product-free skin, leave on overnight, cleanse in the AM as per usual. So in my eyes, I'm thinking, okay, I have to layer this over, I cleanse my skin, I have to avoid all my serums that I like to use because it says to apply on a product-free skin. And then I guess this is supposed to act as a moisturizer, so you don't need a moisturizer on top of it. So my thing is, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm missing out on all my other skincare that I like to use every night. So the first couple times I used this, I did not go off what the directions said. I did use the thin layer like they said, but I packed a moisturizer on top of it to help seal it in because I felt like I was, you know, missing my moisturizer step with this. But then the next couple of times I was able to use this as the moisturizer step. You can really pack this on and get a nice thick layer, and you wake up and your skin, it's completely absorbed into your skin, and your skin just feels nice and smooth. You don't get any irritation from this. It's not like what you think. I thought it would be, you know, a peel. You would think you would get peeling red skin, but it's actually just basically a great chemical exfoliant and a moisturizer. It's a basic moisturizer with glycerin. At the bottom of the ingredient list, you have your lactic acid and your glycolic acid. Your lactic acid being your gentle AHA, and then the glycolic is a little bit stronger. The molecule is a little bit smaller, so it actually penetrates into your skin a little bit better than the lactic acid does. So you're getting, you know, your chemical exfoliation, but the fact that it's at the bottom of the ingredient list, I think is why you're not getting any irritation from this. This is actually great, not even a dupe, because it's actually a couple dollars more than the Alpha Skincare, their vanilla lotion that I always recommend. That lotion was in my Skincare Heroes video. That lotion has a strong tingling effect. It can actually be a little bit too intense sometimes. I never get any redness from that, but it's definitely a strong exfoliator. This is very gentle. And in my eyes, I think I do like the Alpha Skincare one a little bit better. This is just a nice gentle moisturizer for me. I get a little bit of exfoliation because I do wake up with that smooth skin, but I don't think it's that like overnight facial peel like they're talking about here or like they're advertising. It's nice and gentle. You're getting some chemical exfoliation. So this is not something I personally would repurchase, but if you like a nice gentle exfoliator, if you're new to exfoliators, you might get along with this. And I think if you don't have super dry skin, because I do feel like the directions say, it just says to apply a thin layer. I don't feel like you're getting a ton of moisturization from this, and like I said, I feel like I'm missing out on my moisturizer step. But you can do a thin layer and still apply a moisturizer on top of this. Just keep that in mind. But I just thought the directions were a little confusing and maybe a little too gentle and not really what I was envisioning when I thought of an overnight chemical facial peel. My Good Genes is my like ride or die. I also love the Ordinary's lactic acid, and that gives me great exfoliating results. It's nice, but for the price, I do think the Alpha Skincare, I think they're a little bit more effective, but like I said, nice and gentle. All right, and then they have this vitamin C serum that I was super impressed with and very excited about. There's not too many vitamin C's at the drugstore at this price point. I know CeraVe has one, but I don't really know of a good cruelty-free option at the drugstore. So very excited to see this, but this is their Stroke of Brilliance Brightening Serum. This has vitamin C and licorice root extract in here. This is actually a vitamin C derivative. The exact vitamin C ingredient is sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Now these vitamin C derivatives may have a longer shelf life. They're a little bit more stable than say your gold standard L-ascorbic acid. Maybe not as strong and potent as the ascorbic acid, but still can be effective in brightening the skin and evening out skin tone. And I appreciate that we have a nice opaque packaging, keeping the vitamin C even hopefully more stable. And the other ingredients, like I said, there's licorice root in here, great for brightening the skin, niacinamide, another awesome brightener. And then there's also that red algae extract in here. Now, I loved the formulation of this vitamin C. I'm super picky when it comes to a good vitamin C. You know, I usually use it during the day, so I want it to wear well underneath foundation, and this just does a great job with working with other products. It doesn't pill or flake or feel heavy on the skin. If anything, I feel like it actually feels moisturizing. It feels like you're using a nice moisturizing serum. Now, I started using this, like I said, in December, and I have been using the Ordinary's Alpha Arbutin, which I talked about. That has really been making a difference in lightening up my sunspots. So I've been seeing brightening in my skin, so maybe it's a combination of this with the Ordinary's. I wish I could say what product it exactly was, but I am using this more than the Alpha Arbutin. I probably use that maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, maybe this is contributing to some, you know, evening out my skin tone, some of that lightening. So I'm impressed by this. I'm super excited about the price. The formulation is great. I love that this works well with other products. So I am very excited about this. A great, awesome, cruelty-free option now that we have for vitamin C. And yeah, the price is on point. I think this was like $17.99. And yeah, just a good vitamin C. I'm very excited. I just went through my Tarte vitamin C serum, and I don't feel like I need to repurchase this because I do feel like, you know what? That one is a little bit more firming, but it could be because that one has AHAs in there as well, so you are getting some exfoliating properties. But this is just a great standard good vitamin C derivative that I think would be a great introduction if you're just starting out trying vitamin C's, because it's nice and gentle, and yeah, I just really like it. The price point's great, so I'm excited about this one. And then another one that I've been very excited about, I've been loving the moisturization from this. This is On the Rise, the Firming Serum. This is their peptide blend with resveratrol. This has been awesome. I actually saw Angie from Hot and Flashy recommended this. This is one of her favorites, and she was so on point with what she was saying. She was saying how she loves the hydration and the firmness that she got from this, and this is a really awesome option. If you love, I love the Buffet from The Ordinary. This is almost the same exact thing, but you're also getting that resveratrol antioxidant. Resveratrol is actually a new antioxidant to me that I just started trying. There's a ton of research on it. It actually shows that it's great with, you know, fighting free radicals and really brightening up the skin. So it's, you know, something I've added to my skincare routine, and I'm excited that I get a combination of my peptides and the resveratrol in here. But the base of this is water, then you have your propylene glycol, glycerin, propanediol, which I think all three of these, you know, add to the fact that this is such a silky smooth velvety serum. Feels so good going onto the skin, so just moisturizing and luxurious feeling and silky, and I just love it. And it works well with every product. You can wear, I use this? Probably don't use it every single night, maybe like 3 to 4 times a week, but you could definitely use this. I've topped it with other, you know, my lactic acid serums, other AHA serums, and it just works so nicely. It packs in the moisture, and I just love the silky texture of it. I don't know if I've seen any wrinkle reduction, but just definitely smoothness and plumpness, more so probably from the extra moisture you're getting from this. I love that there's 2 peptides in here, so extra plumpness from those hopefully. There's studies that show that peptides can boost collagen in your skin, so hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe this is, you know, working down deep in the deep layers of my skin. But yeah, just a really promising serum. It's fragrance free. I just love the smooth silky texture. Yeah, just a big fan of this one. Okay, and then last but not least, this is the Fix Emergency Eye Mask. I was very excited about this. So this has caffeine and cucumber juice in here, and I just thought it was such an interesting concept, that fact that it was an eye mask. So the idea behind this is that you apply this at night, and then in the morning you towel off any extra residue or any extra product that's sitting underneath your eyes. I find that my under eye like soaks this up. Now I have a super dry under eye, so maybe that's why I don't feel the need to towel off anything. So, you know, this product is great at penetrating the skin. I love that it's fragrance free. There's also 2 peptides in here, so that's great. So hopefully you're getting some plumping from this. And there's also, this is interesting, it has that caprylic triglyceride. I talked about in my concealer review, my favorite concealer from that whole review process, that whole testing process was the It Cosmetics concealer, and that was the top ingredient. So maybe this has that, you know, that thick emolliency that I love in an under eye product. I don't know, it does work really great underneath the under eyes. I will say, I do like something a little bit more occlusive and balm-like on my under eye products. I kind of feel like an eye cream is a waste if it feels the same consistency as a moisturizer, because we all know we could just bring our moisturizer up to underneath our eyes and essentially would have the same effect. But I do appreciate, you know, that this has the peptides in here. Now I'm just always a little, leery is not the best word, maybe doubtful of caffeine in under eye products. I just feel like, is that caffeine really penetrating into the skin enough where we're getting constriction underneath the eyes and it's pulling the fluid away from our under eye? And maybe that's because of the fact I'm a NICU nurse, and in the hospital we actually give caffeine to preemies as a stimulant to help stimulate their breathing. And in some of these, even in these like 1 pound preemies, we're giving the caffeine directly into their bloodstream, and it's still not enough. We don't see any effect, and we end up having to keep increasing the dose, and that's with us putting the drug right into their bloodstream. So I'm pretty doubtful that caffeine is really getting deep into the skin, but who knows, maybe it is. If anything, I feel like you're getting smoothing from this because of all these emollients in here, and maybe the peptides too are also causing some plumping action. But it does have really good things in here, and I do feel like it smooths my under eye. Is this going to replace my Benton fermentation eye cream? Probably not. That one is just, oh, I love that one so much. But this, you know, it's a fun product. You get a ton of product in here. Speaking of that, you get 1 fluid ounce. I feel like this is going to last me forever, but I probably wouldn't repurchase this on my own. It's just a little bit too light for me. Like I said, I like a thick balmy eye cream, and it's just too lightweight. It's almost a gel-like consistency as well. But if you like those type of eye creams, maybe you would get along with that. I love that it's fragrance free. It's very non-irritating. So I like it, but yeah, just not heavy enough for me. And all right, so that is the end of the products that I tested. Just a quick review of the other things they have. I just wanted to mention a few things. This conditioning lip oil looks awesome. They also have this. They have another vitamin C product. Now this is one thing that was a little bit questionable to me. They have a vitamin C powder, which it's basically just a vitamin C derivative, and you can add this powder to different moisturizers, which I think is a cool concept. But for me, I don't know. So all the science behind vitamin C, it's proven, it's backed with a 5 to 20% concentration in products. So to me, I don't know if I want to play cosmetic chemist and just try to hope that I'm getting that perfect concentration into a product. It seems like kind of a waste, and it seems like a little pricey too. I know The Ordinary has one that's a little cheaper than this. So I don't know, I just feel like if you want a good vitamin C, pick up their Sugar Brilliance, this brightening serum. I think this is great. You're paying practically the same amount and you're already getting the vitamin C derivative in a great, awesome formulation with other great brighteners. I have this new retinol serum that looks awesome. It has sunflower seed oil in there, shea butter, and the retinol is pretty high up in the ingredient list. Now I know over-the-counter retinol is not going to be as strong as our, retinoic acid, but still a nice introduction if you haven't tried retinol before. Oh, this cleansing balm. It's actually, I've been seeing this one everywhere. It has really great reviews. Sounds great. The Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. That sounds awesome. A moisturizing gel cream called Dew Point. A little cheaper than the Rich Moisture Cream, and it might be a little bit lighter, so that's an option if you have oily skin. And yeah, just really great products. I like that it's a nice curated selection as well. They don't have a lot of fluff products. So yeah, I'm very excited about the skincare brand. I hope you guys are too. This video was really fun. Let me know if you guys have tried anything from Versed. Let me know if you're interested in them. And yeah, let me know what has worked for you. What's been your favorite skincare product recently as well. I love talking skincare. It's super fun. And yeah, thank you to Versed for sending me out some of these products. I will say I'll be repurchasing that Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. That is just so good. Definitely my favorite. And yeah, I'm very excited about this whole brand. So thank you guys for watching this. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. See you guys.